All right. So about to get really personal for a sec. I'm not sure if I really want to share this, but I'm going to anyway. So I am right now currently in the back of a plaza because there's a little woods, like swampy woods area, but more importantly, because it's a bright sunny day. It's beautiful out. It's like, I don't know, 75, 79 in Florida, and there's a little place to sit. And I just had my lunch and I crave the sun after I eat my greens. And so I'm absorbing some sun here outside before I go into the inside. You know, I like to be outside and I need some sun today. So that's why I'm out here. And I was just thinking about how I used to, back when I was in my active addiction, how I would be sneaking around and always be hiding. And I would walk behind plazas, in random plazas in Florida, and I would have my backpack with me like I do here. I would have a backpack, only I would be looking around and going in my backpack and finding my bowl and my lighter, or my blowtorch lighter, and my crystal meth. And I would light up in the middle of the day like this. Yeah, I did that for a while. And I did it at jobs. I did it, like I was at work. I was a car salesman at a car dealership. And I would walk to the way back parking lot where all the newer cars were parked. And I would sit in between two cars. And I would just like hide in between them and like be sitting on the little center thing, those little gray things that raise up off the ground. And I would just like sit there and smoke my bowl. And yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's what I used to do. So that is the story of what I used to do and how I used to live my life. It's just so crazy now that I'm just in such a state of peace and tranquility in my life, that all of that chaos from the past that I was in. And it just goes to show you what we put in our bodies is so important, like determines everything. Like before I was putting in like, I just remember thinking about like what would I have for lunch? Like my lunch would often be trying to scrounge up enough change to go to the gas station to buy Reese's peanut butter cups and a Mountain Dew. And that would be my lunch. And not every day, but often. And that was really crazy because if I was lucky, I would be able to get king size. But that's what I used to eat. And then I would, be doing drugs all day long. That's when I first moved to Florida. So, it's been like being that person. And now I just had a giant salad for lunch with lots of vegetables and sprouts, some tempeh, and then I had a banana cacao drink. And I am sitting in the sun behind a plaza because it's a really good place to sit. And I just don't want to be bothered by people right now. I just want to absorb some sun, get some vitamin D going, and all the chlorophyll I just ate. I want it to activate, so. Just one of those moments where you're kind of like, I can't believe I used to do that. And now I don't have to hide anymore. I used to always feel like I had to hide, and because when you're engaged in behavior like that, you you kind of do have to hide. I mean, literally, I mean, if a police officer sees you smoking a bowl with a white substance in it, you're probably going to get arrested, especially in Florida. So I was hiding for that. Was one of the reasons I was hiding. For two, I was putting on a facade of trying to be a part of society, I guess, whatever that means. And I was trying to blend in and fit in, I guess, so that I could somewhat operate a normal life, or at least sort of convince people that I was somewhat normal, which I think people could kind of tell at some point, because I started to get a little crazy there. And I just looked really unhealthy, really skinny, really pale. So I would smoke and go to, like, I don't know, I'd like try to go like on shopping sprees, although they weren't really shopping sprees because I didn't have any money at the time. I wasn't working a job. At part of the time I was, let's see, the first year or so that I was here in Florida, I had a job, and then I stopped going. And I had money coming in from other illegal things I was doing. And then I ran out of money, and I started doing other illegal activities, and it just became a very, very toxic life. And that's not me anymore. I don't want to live like that anymore. And now I get to help people. It's amazing when you heal from your trauma wounds and you heal from your addictions, how you are given the power to help heal other people. And I believe that power comes from God. I truly do. So that's just all I wanted to share. Yeah, so